Well guys, hello, how are we doing? The new patch has dropped, and with it, we got some pretty major rune changes, with Electrocute and Dark Harvest being changed quite a bit. So, for Electrocute, it's had its damage bumped up from 30 to 50 early game, and it does 30 less damage late game. This makes it a pretty solid early game rune if you want to be fighting early and are going for that single target focus. Still though, 20 damage is just kinda whatever for a mid game champ like Kha'Zix, so I'm more interested in the Dark Harvest change, which has been nerfed, I think. Well, that's what everyone's been saying, but hey, they've removed the base damage scaling on it, and increased the damage per stack by 4. Now this means the rune is generally a little bit weaker during the majority of the early game, but the fact that you're getting more value out of the stacks means that the rune actually gets better than before after you reach a certain number of stacks. I think it's around 15 stacks or so. I'm not entirely sure. If someone in the comments could figure that out, that would be awesome. Anyway, this is my first game with the Dark Harvest changes, and well, lots of kills, man. It felt pretty good to me. I am still climbing, and at the time of making this video, I'm around 300 LP, just sitting shy of Grandmaster, so we'll hit that soon, and then hopefully it'll be smooth sailing to Challenger, man. We are so back. Now, if you're new here, make sure you subscribe so you don't miss out on the new videos. I am climbing to Challenger, so I've got probably the best Kha'Zix videos I've had in a while, so make sure you subscribe, man. And also check out the big Kha'Zix guide, because if you do, it'll teach you everything you need to know about Kha'Zix, so go give it a watch, man. Make sure to drop a like on the video to support the channel, I'd really appreciate it, guys. But without further ado, let's get into this Kha'Zix game with the new Dark Harvest changes. Alright, here we go with the Dark Harvest changes. This is my first game with the Dark Harvest nerf, I guess. Yeah, I would say it's a nerf. The rune is generally a bit weaker than before throughout the majority of the game, and it only gets better once you start hitting those higher stacks. So yeah, I would say it's a nerf. Why they even changed it is just beyond me. I just don't understand. I just don't understand why. I get that they wanted more laners to try and take it, but you know, I feel like removing the base damage from this rune is a bit, I don't know, man. I don't know how I feel about it, but I will say that I have just been playing the same as usual, and I have hardly noticed a difference while I'm actually playing. It's only until after I watch the VOD where I'm like, okay, yeah, this rune is doing a little bit less damage, but it is what it is, you know. It still feels pretty solid, and yeah. So Lee Sin's gonna go for a gank here. I'm just gonna go for my full clear and try and get level 5. And yeah, he does pick up that kill. He actually has 2 kills now because we gave him a first blood early. So yeah, gotta watch out for that fed Lee Sin early game. He is pretty damn strong against Kha'Zix. Very good. You know, a good Lee Sin is good at fighting. So you know, you gotta respect Lee Sin early game, especially when he gets like Eclipse and Plated Steel Caps. You know, that is pretty dangerous for Kha'Zix, and yeah, you gotta be careful there. Now, this is actually the second time I'm recording this, because halfway through the last one, my PC just completely froze, so I'm a bit annoyed. Don't know what happened, but unlucky. I'm gonna get the level 4 here. Looking for mid lane, but I don't know. The Pantheon's a little bit low, and I'm level 4. Not exactly the lane I want to gank it just yet. Now, though I did try and ping the Lee Sin in the jungle, he does end up getting a double kill in the bot lane here, which is not great. But I could have prevented this had had I just pinged bot lane to back off there, because we know Lee Sin's gonna be there, right? He started top side. Where else is he gonna go? He got to kill top. Like, it's the most obvious play in the century for him. To go bot side and go for a gank there. But, you know, I guess my team just doesn't realize that. I realized that, however, I didn't ping it, so it doesn't matter. You know, that's why you need to be pinging a lot more in your games, because you can prevent stuff like this from happening. You know, hopefully. Sometimes it doesn't always work out, but, you know, yeah. So, for the runes, you know, this is the setup I run every game. Dark Harvest, Absolute Focus, Gathering Storm, Relentless Hunter. It is just the best scaling page for Kha'Zix, and nothing even comes close to the damage potential it gives you. Just really, really good page. Now, I'm going to hit my level 5 here. Very slow early game for me. I'm totally fine with this. If I can get this level 5 clear off, I'm feeling very comfortable in the game. Because then I can recall on the Serrated Dirk, and then I have plenty of options to work with. I can do whatever the hell my heart desires. I'm expecting Lee Sin to be top because of the way he's been pathing. So I would expect that he's on his next back and is coming back to maybe take his Krogs, etc. And with this guy overextending like crazy, well, no, he's not really overextending. He's just playing how a ranged top laner would play. There's a decent chance Lee goes for a gank here. I'm gonna come up here and look for a dive because he is dropping pretty damn low, the Urgot, and yeah, it looks very, very juicy. Lee Sin is actually here right next to me. I just don't fucking realize it. But yeah, I'm gonna get some damage on him in isolation. I'm gonna walk away from the Urgot. I get one last ISO Q on the Lee Sin. I drop really low though. I'm ignited. Gotta be very careful here. Urgot walks into ISO, kill him in one last Q. Lee Sin gonna try Q me. Not gonna happen. Jesus. I'm gonna be able to hit that W flash and pick up that kill. I don't know if I had to flash there, but it is what it is. I get 2 kills there. 40 damage on the Dark Harvest. That is a small nerf. Yeah. Now, don't get me wrong. That is like hardly anything. Like the damage difference here is just very, very limited. So it's not a massive deal. And, you know, we're still able to use the rune, do our job, and, you know, get the 2 kills. And immediately after, I'm really low. Ideally, I would like to take the grubs here. But I am not willing to risk it. I'm not willing to risk getting contested and then I have to fucking back off and waste my time. So I'm just going to take my camps and then I'm going to clear some more. This is how I win my games, guys. This has been working so unbelievably well for me. You know, you pick up free kills where you can, you play your fights well, and then you go back to your jungle, take all that shit, put it on cooldown, put all your camps on cooldown, and then, you know, look for more picks. Pick up kills, rinse, repeat, take your camps, and the result is a very strong Kha'Zix that's level 6 at 7 minutes. You know, he's got his Ghost Blade early, and you just take over the game really, really slowly but surely. And it's such a good, consistent way to carry in this meta, I feel like. Because, I don't know, man. I feel like with this game nowadays, scaling is more important than just shit-stomping the enemy early game. It is much more reliable to play to Kha'Zix's strength as a champ in the mid game rather than try and push a really hard early game win. It's just like Ka was never good at that, you know. So this is why I like this scaling Dark Harvest page, and it's why I have been running it every single game. Excuse me. Now, I want to try and maybe get the grubs, but I'm not entirely sure if Lee Sin's on them. I don't have much information to work with here. But I do see the Syndra overextending like mad. Like, this is a mad overextend. It's so overextended that I'm actually thinking, nah, this doesn't look like a great gank. Like, what the fuck is this? Surely there's a Lee Sin around here, right? Like, there's no way this gank works. It's just too good. Like, it's just too good of a gank. So, I actually missed this opportunity here. Because she's so far up. I'm just like, what are you doing? But he's actually bot lane here, so I'm like, oh, look, a crab, very interesting. I'm like, hello? After I'm watching this, I'm like, bro, go kill the Syndra. What are you doing? Holy shit, she's so overextended, it's insane. It's the freest kill of my life. And still I'm waiting. I'm still waiting here. For no reason at all, man. I'm waiting for the minion wave to crash, but yeah, I finally pulled the trigger. And get the isolation on her. Pantheon plays it really well too. I don't think he's even needed here, but, you know, nice that he plays it really well. That was the late, like, it's such a free kill there, and I just spent so long, you know, getting it. To be fair, I got my red and scuttle out of the way before I went there, which is actually really good. But, yeah, I don't know. I don't know why I was so hesitant there. Hey, this is just another free kill. Skirmish in the top lane, both junglers get the kill, very nice. Now, I know I'm stronger than Lee Sin at the moment, so I'm going to just start the grubs. Even if I don't get all of them, even if they decide to contest, at least I'm going to get one. There we go. I get one, very good. My bot lane is fighting, don't really care. I'm more focused on just hard farming myself up. This is the way I've always played, and this is the way that works the best for me. I don't completely abandon my team, mind you, and you know, it is extremely important to sort of realize where the enemy jungler is and what the states of lanes are before you know, prioritize yourself, because knowing all this information on the map is kind of essential to picking up those free kills. So yeah, so I pick up the grubs and I'm on my way to level 8, baby. This is beautiful. This is beautiful stuff. I am unbelievably fed, and I have my Ghost Blade right now, so I can go recall and take it at any time. Lee Sin is mid lane. Can he do anything? No. Good. Good stuff. And this is the greatest spot to be in against a Lee Sin, because Lee Sin will generally fall off a bit later. So if you can get through early game against Lee Sin, you're chilling, man. You're chilling. You are hard chilling. Alright, so I get off my wolves here. This is a free kill. Blitz is going to knock up and hook. Pantheon stun. I pick up another kill. And that's 5 stacks on Dark Harvest. Now I will say, I was checking the damage pre-patch and this patch with 4 stacks of Dark Harvest. Dark Harvest did about 30 less damage this patch compared to last patch at 4 stacks. So it's pretty, like, it's a reasonable nerf early game, for sure. Is it still usable? Yes. Is it going to be like as good as before? Definitely not. If you can get a lot of kills, is it going to be better? Yeah, it'll be better than before if you can get high stacks and a lot of kills. And I guess that's just how they want it. I don't know. Definitely a nerf for the early game though, which sucks. But that's not what we're playing for anyway, right? We're sort of playing for the mid game and trying to play that way. So I want to sort of contest this dragon because I'm really strong. These guys are going to engage on the Blitzcrank. Lee Sin in isolation. Q auto, passive auto reset. Make sure we're resetting a passive auto for the damage. Going to pick up the Lee Sin. I have 2 more casts of art and my leap, so we can fight this. Going to go on the Syndra. There's no isolation, but that's okay. I do a lot of damage here. I back off a little bit just in case. I don't want to make I'm going to make sure I'm not overextending and dying. And then I finish off the Syndra with a flash EQ. Now, I maybe didn't have to back off there and burn my flash, but I was worried about the Ezreal like just hard all-inning me and, you know, kind of shutting me down there. So I played it safe, and once I realized it was a perfectly safe kill, I go for the flash EQ. Then we go into dragon straight away because this is just free. No one to contest it. We're going to be able to take this. And look at that, we have 2 camps. We're going to go ahead and take these 2. Kaisa is actually going to grief my Krugs. Unlucky. It is what it is. That's okay though. Oh no, she realized she has a wave to take. She only takes a small one. That's alright. So we see Lee Sin top. Immediately I run up because I want to go pressure this guy. My ult is coming up in 15 seconds and I want to punish him for showing on the map, basically. Because I'm so strong. If I'm 7 kills, man. If I don't take advantage of my lead here, it's just a complete waste. Urgot is a free kill here, by the way, but I am more concerned about Lee Sin here. I'm a little bit late. He is going topside to try and look to save Urgot, but Urgot just walks straight into me. And I pick up another free kill. Yeah, very good. Suddenly it's 13 minutes and I'm legendary. You know, this is one of those games where I just get shitloads of kills and it's fun. So yeah, all right. So 8 stacks of Dark Harvest, 300 damage. Is that good? I would say it's reasonable, right? It's not unplayable. Obviously sometimes you won't get this many kill opportunities early game. But even so, you know, I just can't, like, I find it hard to justify taking Electrocute because it's just so, I don't know. I mean, it's solid, right? Electrocute is solid, but it's just so mediocre. You know, it doesn't do anything particularly well. It's just damage, and I would much rather have the reset potential of Dark Harvest so that I can potentially pick up multiple kills with the resetting damage, as opposed to having, you know, single target damage on one enemy, which we all know Kha'Zix doesn't even need if he's in isolation. So, you know, for the longest time, I've played Kha'Zix without a damage keystone. And so, I really value Dark Harvest, just in terms of its ease of use and flexibility. Allowing you to use it multiple times in fights, that's really good. And yeah. I will continue to use Dark Harvest and report back. But I think it's fine. I think it's going to be fine. Now, Herald's up. I do want to try and get this. I'm going to hang in the bush here. Blitz looks for hook. Actually, baits the Lee Sin into isolation here. Me and Pantheon are going to destroy him. And we are 9 kills now. Very good. That's a guaranteed Herald, so we're going to start that immediately. Yeah, it's important you're with your team in moments like this, because I could have chose to just farm and recall and shit, but, you know, we got to be there for our team. Because we do have all the kills. If we are not there for fights, then my team will probably get shit on, because I'm the only one with the kills, basically. And yeah, you can see Kha'Zix kind of sort of struggling in the bot lane. You can see Ezreal. Ezreal will prove to be a bit of an annoyance this game, but nothing we can't handle. So we get Herald, and that gets us level 11. I'm going to evolve the E. Why E? Because I'm fucking 9-0. I am 9-0. There's no way I'm passing up Evolved Leap this game, okay? So there's a bit of a scrap coming out here. Pantheon's on 1 HP. Syndra, completely oblivious to me. Gonna E, jump on her here. I get exhausted here, and there's no isolation, so I immediately decide that's not worth fighting. Even if there's a chance I can outplay that, it's just not worth it, because I'm 10-0. Everyone is going to be looking out for me at this point in the game. Lee Sin thinks I'm low and that he can go for something here. I bait him into thinking that he can. I chunk him down. He flashes out. Unfortunate. And... oh my goodness. My guy just fumbled the bag there. I don't know what he's thinking, but he tried something. Let him cook. Let him cook, boys. So he tries to go for the kill on me. Very desperate for that shutdown, I see. Even if he gets the Q off there, I kill him with W. So there's just no chance I die there. You know, I'm celebrating, having fun. I get my Profane Hydra, and suddenly I'm having the best time. And I'm looking to do Dragon now, so this is why I come down to the bot side. I do have all these camps in the top side, but again, I'm 11-0. We need to be using this lead as best we can. Plus, you know, no, that's it. Like, we just need to be using our lead. We're 11-0. There's no excuse. We need to be playing with our team and just picking up kills and making sure we create picks. Now, I wanted to give this kill to my team, but it's very clear that none of them were interested. So I'm like, fine, you know, I'll take a 12th kill. If you insist, I'll take the 12th kill. You know, I'm not complaining. I'm not complaining. Take that shit. Now, I'm playing very aggressive here. I want to look for Ezreal, but he plays it well. He retreats to the top side, so we're not going to bother with that. We're just going to go and take Dragon. There is a chance my top side is getting taken. There is a lot of people top side, so I wouldn't be surprised if my blue is gone. That's alright. It doesn't matter. What matters is that we're taking these main objectives, and that we are playing with our team, and creating an area that the enemy can't play in. That's what Kha'Zix is really good at when he's fed. Like, just threatening areas, making sure they can't walk up. And with a Blitzcrank, that's really easy to do. So we're going to enter this enemy jungle, because I'm assuming that my camps are gone. So I'm looking for stuff here. This is called a trade. We are looking to trade here for my, you know, my camps for his camps, basically. But you know, I'm not gonna delve deeper and go for wolves. I'm just gonna leave and pick up my last whisper. Turns out Lee Sin is so fucking terrified that he doesn't even take this side. And Cannon checks, which is really good. That's a good top laner right there. But I also get my top side. This is enormous, man. So good. So good for me. Now, the third item is Ceruldas. You'll notice that I'll be going this every game. No, the thing is, I'm not going to be making these sort of... you know, the build variety in the future videos is going to be pretty limited. I'm running the same thing every game. For the sake of climbing. For the sake of consistency. And it is the best page, in my opinion. So, you know, copy me if you want. It's the best. Can't change my mind. Nothing is better than this page. Fuck Conqueror. Fuck all the Bruiser stuff. This is the best thing you can run on Kha'Zix at the moment. And I will continue to run it for the time being until I feel like playing for fun again. So I have Herald here. Enemy team is going for a collapse on the Pantheon. Cannon is going to come down for an ultimate. Pantheon looks in trouble, but look, it's massive Pantheon, Cannon ulti. Pantheon gonna go down, but that's okay. In the meantime, we use this chance to drop the Herald mid lane, and we're gonna take these towers. So this is really good. Blitz, this is I like this because I felt like this was a potential kill, and that would be a really good shutdown on Ezreal, but you know, he's a little too beefy, no isolation, and we're going to back off. However, have one more cast of R. Can I do it? Yeah, of course I missed fucking W. So I missed W. I don't even know why I tried to hit it there, to be honest. His movement was very erratic there. There was no chance I was hitting that. And yeah. I misplay there and I give Ezreal massive shutdown. So he's the main threat on the enemy team now, and he's going to be a massive pain in the ass to deal with. Yeah, so what I should have done there is I should have just ignored the W entirely, because I can just kill him with an EQ auto attack or a Q profane. So I can just go for either of those two, but I give him a chance to react by using the W first and missing it, mind you. Had I missed it, you know, I'd kill him. Had I not missed it, I'd kill him. But we all know I can't hit my Ws, so I should have just tried for the other options. Anyway, these guys are going to be looking for a fight. Cannon is dead, understandable, and I'm just coming back. I want to kind of play up here towards Baron because it is up, and we, you know, if we get a pick around Baron, then we're going to, you know, it's going to have a pretty big impact on the game. We'll be able to potentially start the Baron and snowball the game out of control. Yeah, hopefully. So I want to kind of try and play with Blitzcrank here and just generally keep looking for picks. I'm still very strong, obviously. Level 13, pretty damn good. And we're going to keep looking for teammates to work with here. Blitzcrank misses the hook, unlucky. I don't want to face check into hard vision, obviously, because I have no Edge of Night. No vision, sorry. I have no Edge of Night, and I will get bursted down very quickly. So I need to respect the Fog of War. Even though I'm 12-1, you know, I just can't be blindly walking in. This is a good play by Blitzcrank. Flash on the Syndra, though, unfortunate. That would have been a kill, most likely. Try and block for the Blitzcrank a little bit. Ezreal gets isolated, and I go for the damage on him, and then I just walk into Lee Sin because I'm an idiot. Yeah. So, that was really bad. Just a lack of awareness. We know the entire team's topside, but I walked into the enemy jungle because I'm an absolute fool. This is just another careless mistake that I make. Enemy team tries to engage with me dead, but my team is still really strong, right? It's not that I have so many kills, obviously, but my team is no joke this game. They are actually probably carrying me more than I am carrying them. They are setting up a lot of kills for me, and they can hold their own in fights even when I'm dead. So yeah, fair play to them. Now I'm respawning. They actually come out on top there. We have 3 dead. We could maybe Baron. Nah, we do want to go for the dragon here. It's coming up. Lee Sin is still up, so we don't want to be going for the Baron at this point in time. Especially since Kha'Zix has to reset. So we're just going to go ahead and take this. At this point, I'm surprised I'm not at 3 items yet, to be honest. But we should be focusing on getting our 3rd item. Because without that 3rd item, we're not going to have the necessary damage to sort of guarantee kills. With the Sarutas, we can, though. I'm focused on getting the dragon here. And then I'm using my pings to tell everyone to back off here. I don't want to fight this because it's the perfect position for them to be in. They're in their jungle, they have that wall to work with, and we don't want to be funneled into that choke point against that team with the bard and shit. That's just not ideal. Not an ideal fight to take, so we're going to back off there. What I should do here is recall, because I have my Sarutas, I believe. Yeah, I have Sarutas. We spam ping back so that my team knows not to fight. Bard ult comes out. If that hit, I would stop and probably join the fight, but we want to prioritize the Sarutas. We get it. And now we're going to go topside and just try and play with our team here. Enemy team sieging mid. Stun hits onto the Kai'Sa. She's going to get jumped on. Gets executed. I jump on the Lee Sin in isolation. Massive cannon ult. And watch this. We're going to flash E, profane, double jump on the Ezreal. Pick up the Ezreal. We're going to reset, jump onto the Urgot. Double jump away from the Urgot. Unfortunately, I get killed by red buff. Fucking quadra kill, man. Oh my god. I looked back at that so many times and I was like, I could have played that a lot better, but there's a couple things that went wrong in that play. So the initial engage with the flash E profane, that kills the Syndra, and then we double jump onto the Ezreal with an EQ auto attack. Except the thing that went wrong there is that the EQ auto attack on the Ezreal, the auto attack actually cancelled because he used his E. And because that auto attack cancelled, I actually cancelled my invisibility with my delayed auto attack. So I became visible, I took a ton of damage, and I only had just barely enough health to reset onto the Urgot and get that kill. So that was just really unfortunate. I can't think of a way that could have gone, you know, how else that could have gone wrong. That was just painfully unfortunate. If I got that second invis off, I probably would have got a penta, but it is what it is. Anyway, Dark Harvest, as you can see, is still doing work. We are at 18 stacks, you know, and this is the sort of point where the rune actually becomes stronger. So, yeah, something interesting to keep in mind. The thing is, though, I have to be really careful at this point, because 16-3 Kha'Zix, like I was saying before, everyone looks at you when you are this fed. Sometimes, I swear, it's better to just not be as fed as this. Because this makes it that much harder to contribute in fights. Because every single person is looking out for you. Of course, you know, you can use that to your advantage, right? Like, you can create a lot of pressure just by being in the fight and going invis and make them think you're going in. This gives your team a chance to engage and do a lot of stuff in the fight. But, you know, yeah, I have to be extremely careful. This is a very good pick. Jump over the wall. Cannon is here to apply the ultimate, and yeah, man. Yeah, man. What can I say? That's really well played. Really well played. Get a second 17th kill, sorry. And now we probably just want to run straight up top here. Yes, we want to go and go for the Baron. Kai'Sa pops off, kills the Lee Sin, and I'm going to ult from the bush. Unfortunate, I get knocked back by the Syndra here. And because of that, I'm like, okay, I'm not sure if I want to go in on that. And yeah, I take my time here. Unfortunately, burn all my casts of R and can't really find an engage that I actually want. I could technically go in here, but I don't want to risk it. Blitz lands a good hook on to the Bard. He is just going to barely survive. Syndra out of position and gets dropped by the Pantheon. And with that, Cannon splitting bot lane, taking out the inhibitor. We're going to look for the Baron here. Pantheon flashes over the wall, gets a bit greedy. Ezreal going to pick up the Blitzcrank. Yeah, that play ends in shambles, unfortunately. And I'm dropped really, really low. And you know, I'm forced to back off here. And I'm looking for 16 here, right? I'm looking to try and get level 16. I do have to be careful though because I'm really low. I get ulted by Urgot. And I'm like, please don't let this execute me. It doesn't. We are just healthy enough so that we can survive that. And I'm going to be forced to use my ultimate. I don't want to risk dying here, so I'm just going to use my ult. Enemy team is going to try and start Baron, but this is a horrible idea. Kai'Sa and Cannon are still up, and so they can threaten them away. We're going to pick up Edge of Night, and then we're going to go for the Dragon here. My team is still here. Cannon is going to have a really nice bush camp. Looks like Syndra is a bit tilted from what I see. He's going to... I mean, it's like a 2v3. These guys are winning the 2v3. Hell yeah. I'm just going to jump in here. Boom. 18th kill. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to like contribute to those fights very much, but it's whatever. What matters is that I'm not dying and giving my shutdown away, so yeah. For my last evolution, it's Q. I evolved the Q because I'm so fucking fed. I don't really need the W. W would be useful here for sure, but I don't need it. So I chose not to evolve it. Now, I don't know if you noticed, but that last Dark Harvest proc on Bard did about 200 damage, which is pretty solid, you know, pretty damn solid. That's taking into account resistances and stuff as well, so very, very good. That's not too bad at all. We are at 20 stacks right now, so 21, sorry. So this is the point where it's actually stronger than before, I believe. Alright, okay, so I'm gonna pick up a lacerated dirk. I don't actually know what I was gonna build with this, but I just pick up that dirk because I want to sit on it until I get my last item. And I'm still farming, right? Like, I'm still taking my camps as best I can, you know, while I'm on the way to other places. And we're gonna try and push out topside here because we just got the Baron. And we want to try and split push with this Baron and just slowly open up the enemy base. But yeah, I'm gonna keep going here. We're gonna wait for the Pantheon to check because he's bulkier than me. We don't want to face check bushes still, in case something fishy is happening. And we're just gonna stand next to the cannon minion. And hopefully Blitzcrank lands a good hook, and then we can capitalize off of that. And just blow someone up in isolation. So yeah, even though we have so many kills, again, still have to play extremely careful. And not get destroyed by the Ezreal burst and the Syndra burst. So yeah, really need to be careful here. Blitzcrank is gonna land the hook on the Ezreal for the first time in the entire game. Insane. That's massive. And then we immediately pull the trigger, and we're gonna try and push out mid. And, you know, open up the base here. I'm gonna join my team. Ideally, I should probably stay hidden here, but that's okay. Yes, there we are, staying hidden. This actually, I could maybe engage on this, man. I could maybe engage on this, but obviously, play it safe. Keep it simple. Cannon is going to be destroying the towers. Look at this. Massive ulti. We're going to W flash profane. We're going to get some resets. Fucking double jump the Syndra onto the Bard. Bard doesn't die, so I can't triple jump. But it is what it is. That's going to be the game, guys. Hope you enjoyed. Keep playing Dark Harvest is totally fine, in my opinion. A bit weaker, but it is what it is. And I will see you guys next time. Bye-bye.